It's early June, about 10 p.m. at night, and I've come down to Smale Beach on the Isle of Man to do a little bit of late night landscape photography. Now, the reason that I've come down here at this strange, unsociable hour is that it's only 2 weeks to the summer solstice now, which is the longest day of the year. And what that tends to mean is around this time you get stunning twilight blue light that lasts pretty much the entirety of the night. And for me, it delivers some of the most beautiful lighting conditions of the year. In fact, I would put it up there with some of my favourite landscape photography moments over the last few years has been down shooting around this time of the year. So I've been to this location probably consecutively for the last 7 or 8 years, year after year after year. And this year's no different. And I've chosen a stunning night to come down here. It is absolutely glorious. It's so crystal clear and there's not a breath of wind. So I can't wait to get started. It's so beautiful here. And I've got it all to myself. Just look at that. Quite remarkable. I don't think I could think of a more peaceful place to be in the world right now than right here. From a photography perspective, this beach isn't the easiest place to shoot. There's not really much foreground interest anywhere really. So that doesn't lend itself to great shots. However, there is some method in my madness and there's a reason I keep on coming back to this beach. And I think that reason is the beautiful sandbanks you get here at low tide. They produce such fantastic reflections of this beautiful painting of colours that you get in the sky. And I think it works really well for minimalistic kind of shots. So in years gone by, that's exactly the kind of shot that I've got. I've basically shot out to sea, got the colours in the sky, the colours reflected as the waves lap in, and the colours reflected in the sand as well. And I think it's produced really beautiful results. So I'm probably going to go for something similar tonight. I'm going to have a look and see if I can find any foreground interest though, but yeah, I don't think my odds of success are very high. Now I've walked up and down this beach a little bit, trying to see if I can find any kind of foreground interest to try and anchor a shot, because I think it's always easier to take a picture if you've got that anchor. Even if it's quite subtle, I think it makes quite a difference to the composition. But I haven't found anything, but I've committed a bit of a landscape photography sin. I picked up a stone and moved it into my shot. So you can see just behind me, the stone just down there. I've just moved it from here to there, and it makes all the difference. It turns what was otherwise a fairly flat shot into something much more interesting, and I don't know why. It's still minimalistic, but that tiny stone just makes all the difference. The colours are really starting to pop out there. It's so beautiful. It's about 11 p.m. at night at the moment, but it's so easy to see. In fact, the autofocus on the camera is still picking out the shot, no problem. So I've set up my composition just behind me with this mysterious stone that somehow got there, and at the moment I'm going for a different angle to previous years. So previous years I would have always gone for long exposure, smooth out that sea, just get a nice reflection of the colours in the water. But this year I'm going for a shorter shutter speed. Now I've just taken a few shots at about 1.5 seconds, f6.3, ISO 64, between 50 and 70mm. And what's that allowed me to do is it's kept the definition in the waves, but it's actually introduced a little bit of movement at the same time. So as you can see, as the waves are lapping on shore, they create these dark defined lines within the reflection of the colours, and it's quite beautiful. So that short shutter speed allows me to capture those lines running through the shoreline, and it really adds nice definition running back through the shot. It works really well, and in some ways I think it actually works better than the long exposures I've taken in previous years. I'm pretty sure that I got my best shot about 15 minutes ago, but frankly I could stay here all night. It's absolutely stunningly beautiful, and this is what landscape photography is all about. Just look at the colours over there. Got these fiery oranges down along the horizon, but look how it transitions into blue and then into black. Quite unbelievable, and in my experience I don't think you get skies like this at any other time of the year. So it's 11:30 at night and the light is still lingering behind me, although it's now dark enough that my vlog camera can't make out my face, so it skews the scary looking red light. But just look at that light behind me, it's still lingering on the horizon. I'm pretty sure you could actually stay here all night and take shots. You really could. It's an absolute joy for photography, and I would encourage anyone that's watching that lives in the Northern Hemisphere at high latitude, get out there this time of year and experience it. These nights are absolutely gorgeous. It's now about midnight and you can still make out the twilight on the horizon. It may not be picked up very clearly in this camera, but trust me, it's there. Pretty exceptional. I was secretly hoping that we'd be treated to something else tonight, and that's noctilucent clouds. You tend to get them around this time of night at this time of year, and let me tell you, they are utterly stunning to see in photograph. They really are. I will keep an eye out for them over the coming days and weeks, and if I'm lucky enough to see them, I'll vlog them and tell you all about them. As for tonight, well, it's been utterly brilliant. It really has. It's been so peaceful and relaxing, and I think the shot has turned out pretty well too. The one with the rock with the waves lapping around the bottom of it, I think that will turn out very nicely. But yeah, it hasn't been a letdown, it really hasn't, and this is why I come back year after year to experience this. If you've enjoyed this little vlog, please consider liking and your comments and subscribing, and I'll see you all soon. Now I've just got to go and find where I parked my car.